Hi guys, this is Stop 'em Cold here to bring you a match I had with the Barian Sharks against a traptrix. So my hand wasn't overly great, but I did have at least compulse in case he did something. I didn't exactly know I was playing, and then I find out it's traptrix, and I'm like, okay, well, you can't kill him, so I'm not too worried about that. Since I know he has the bombless, here's where I decide I just do 101. And he tries the bombless, but 101 has the nice ability of being able to save himself. That's the whole reason I did the 101 instead of the Bahamut Shark. So now he's kind of playing defensive. So I think I'm pretty well safe. Now I decide to do the Bahamut Shark. He warnings Bahamut. Why I did that when he had Fossil Dyna set, I don't know, because it probably would have been better to save the warning, but I still now have a 101 that's just sitting on the board. So I play salvage, get back two of my fish, get back the double fin, he trap pulls him. I'm like, darn. Okay, I'm not exiting this turn because I don't have no silent anglers. Kill over the Mist Valley Falcon. He draws Deep Prison, which is like his only out at this point to 101 since he's been on the field for so long. Summon a Royal Swamp, it gets trap pulled. I'm like, okay, I'm getting real tired of these trap pulls now. So when I drew the turn Treborn, I was like, okay, I'm at least going to be able to keep my monster on the board. Guess not, since it got MST'd. He goes for attack. I decide to compulse since I have so many other water monsters in my hand, hoping that that wasn't another trap hole or something, but since I drew MST, it didn't really matter. Summon Metabow, put two fish back. Now I make the Bahamut Shark, kill over his Atrax, use Bahamut Shark's effect, make a full armored, and pass back to him. He gets Pod Duality, and of course, the first card is Spirit Reaper, who I despise seeing in when I have to fight this when I'm using my Barian Sharks because I don't have as many outs to a Spirit Reaper other than Fish Step Charge and Fiendish Chain in the main board. So it's like, what am I exactly going to do to him? Luckily, my next draw is Fish Step Charge, so I'm only waiting a turn to get rid of it. So in the end phase, I Fish Step Charge away, and at this point, it's game, because with what I've got on the board, unless he has a Trag or something, he's still going to lose. So I'll be right back with Game 2. So for Game 2, I sided in creature swaps and two acid golems, just so I could maybe give them to him, just to... I know they don't special summon a lot, but taking 2 grand, that means he's got 4 turns to either do something or acid golem's going to destroy him. So he does Pod Duality. I thought he would grab the Prohibition and call something that I normally have to play, but he just grabs Miralo, grabs the Bombless. I'm like, okay, I was hoping to hit the Bombless, but I hit the Compulse, which is just as good. Go for the attack with 101, and he got DP'd, which sucks. But I'm like, I'm still okay. I still have 2 double fins, and then he plays Fossil Dyna. I'm like, oh, not Fossil Dyna, because I don't have an easy out to him normally, but I did have the creature swap in hand. Why he gives me the traptrix instead of giving me the Fossil Dyna, I didn't know, because I was easily just able to then run over the Fossil Dyna, and I was back to being able to special summon. So he makes Lava Chain, puts Mist Valley Falcon on top, and kills over Marimo. I draw Mirror Force, I'm like, okay, I'm okay now. This was actually not supposed to be an Abyss Dweller that came out. It was supposed to be another 101, just because I know the Bombless was still there. Why I thought it was Abyss Dweller, I don't know, but I thought it was pretty safe because I had Mirror Force. That was until he played Traptrix Trio, grabbed Marimo, and popped it. I was like, okay, now I need either a double fin or I'm going to lose this game. So, come up, I get a Royal Swamp Ale. I'm like, okay, just move to Game 3, so I'll be right back with that. So, for Game 3, I put in a Royal Decree and the new Amulet of the Water Deity that's probably going to come out at the same time Silent Angler and Double Fin does. What it really does is it just keeps your monsters on board because they can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So their Mirror Forces are worthless, their Bomblesses are worthless, Trap Hole is worthless. So I decided to put that in. And I also took out one of the Acid Golems and one of the creature swaps. So luckily I went first, so I was able to do the standard Bahamut Shark full armored play this time. He sets 3 and summons Tsukiyomi, which puts full armored face down, but full armor can still detach even if you attack him face down, so it didn't really matter. So I tried to use Bahamut Shark and he got Solemn Warning. I'm like, okay, that's fine, because I can just make another one if I want to. But I decided to make a 101 because I didn't know what backfield he had. in case there was a bomb list or whatever. I didn't want to run into that. And it actually helped because then when you mirror forced, 101 just stayed there. I draw on deck Zero Born, which really helps because now I'm like, okay, if you do something, I can just grab one of my guys back anyway. So I make Bahamut Shark, make a full armored, and it's Spirit Reaper again. I'm like, okay. So since this is game 3, I still have the creature swaps. I have at least one creature swap sign. That's why I wasn't detaching off this full armored, is in case I could somehow manage to get the creature swap, I could summon out the Ass Golem and creature swap it over to him and take his Spirit Reaper. Unfortunately, it's been a few turns. I still haven't drawn an out to it. He makes Tsukiyomi, puts 101 face down. I didn't want him going back to the hand. That's why I decided to mirror force it. And then I do manage to draw the creature swap, which just helped because now he has an Acid Golem and I have his Immortal Spirit Reaper. So he's got to get rid of this Acid Golem this turn. And here he summons Mist Valley Falcon. I imagine that was his plan, was to return it to hand, but then he still had him on board. And with all these monsters having been on board for over a turn, unless he had a Mirror Force, which wasn't going to help because Full Armored survives and 101 survives, which are both tougher than Mist Valley. I was like, okay, you're still probably going to lose because you can't get rid of everyone, especially because I still had a rank up and a double fin. So even if he cleared the Bahamut Shark off the board, I was just going to make a double fin play. And I'll be right back with one bonus game. So this is the bonus game I have. This is a little older version because it has a Moray of Greed in it, which I've taken this out because the deck doesn't overly really need some draw power with 3 double fins, 3 Silent Anglers, and 3 Tin Goldfishes. But this was a match against zombies. Luckily, I drew into another monster, so I didn't have to. I could keep the double fin in hand, so I do the Bahamut Shark and full armored play with a Mystical Space Typhoon. He Misty's my Misty. Okay, it happens. My turn. I put Bahamut Shark to defense mode, make another full armored, attack, pop his Book of Life. Why he bothered setting this, I don't know, because it just got popped anyway. So he summons Zombie Master, gets out Mizuki, Book of Life's out this Pain Painter, and I'm like, okay, why did you do that? But he just attacks over full armor. I'm like, okay, that really didn't hurt me. So I go for double fin, grab the Silent Anglers in the grave, make a 101, take the Gem Knight Pearl, and now I can swing over for game. So tell me what you guys are thinking of the deck. Tell me if you think there's any changes I should really do to the deck. I love how the deck is running. 103 and Chaos 103 Ragna Zero has just got released. I'm trying to figure out where I want to really put them into the deck. I don't know if I want to mainboard them or sideboard them. So tell me what you guys think and leave your comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Stop 'em Cold out.